Hey, and welcome to the 60-liter backpack YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll talk about taking pictures of people on 35mm film. So I got into shooting film because I wanted to take pictures of people. I wanted to capture and print their lives and personalities on this analog strip of plastic called film. And every type of film has a different color scheme and is the original Instagram filter. It really is. Every roll tells a story in a different way, and it's basically a different way to paint a painting. Alright, and to take pictures of people, you need to find some people to take pictures of, right? So how do you find people? The first thing you could do is go to your family and friends and ask if they could be part of a photo shoot. If you have some cool artsy idea or you want to take some family portraits, that's a great way to get started and practice. So the next thing you could do is to go on some Facebook groups. So depending on where you live, there might be a Facebook group for models and photographers for the city that you're based out of. And often on those Facebook groups, you'll see models who are just starting off and are looking to build their portfolios with photographers in the area. And you may be able to ask them, hey, I'm just starting off as well. Would you be interested in participating in a photo shoot? Or another option is to go on Instagram, and there'll be models on there and Instagram personalities who are willing to participate in photo shoots. And they'll often leave their contact information in their bio so that photographers could contact them and possibly work with them. And when you're contacting people on these Facebook groups or Instagram, you want to have a template ready, a message template that pretty much states that you're a photographer. These are the ideas that I have for a particular shoot and if they would be interested. You want to sound professional because people are willing to work with you more if you are a professional who's on time and have a good idea of what you want to do and ultimately deliver good results. And once you have found that person who will be willing to work with you, you want to show up on time. Although this may be a hobby, you almost have to treat this like a business. You want to show to the person that you're working with that you're going to show up on time, you have a plan of what you want to do, and that you're going to deliver good results. And first impressions are everything. And if you show up late, keep someone waiting, they're going to be unhappy and less likely to work with you in the future. And I recommend you get to your location at least 30 minutes in advance because you'll need to study the lighting conditions and the environmental conditions that will affect your metering. And it will also allow you to look around and create an idea of how you want to set up your shots. And that sort of planning will make your actual shoot much smoother. And if you just schedule the shoot for an hour, it'll let you meet that time constraint and not go over and not waste anyone's time. So it's a good idea to get there at least 30 minutes early, in my opinion. And once you've completed your shoot and you get your roll developed, I highly recommend you purchase a professional grade film scanner or you send it off to a professional lab to get scanned. Because using a professional scanner will just deliver much better results than using a flatbed scanner that you get from Canon or Epson. And like I said before, you're ultimately delivering a good quality product, right? You want to deliver a product that people will be happy with so that if you want to do more shoots later, the person will be willing to work with you because you deliver good stuff. So I think it's a worthy investment to get a professional scanner or send it off to get it professionally scanned. So you may be asking yourself, what type of film should I use for a portrait shoot or for taking pictures of people in general? So it really depends on your preferences and the type of shoot you're doing. If you're using lights, artificial lights, it may be a good idea to pick up film like CINESTILL 800, which was designed for artificial lighting conditions. Or if you're planning to shoot outside on a sunny day and you're trying to go for a look that includes soft, easy on the eyes color, then PORTRA 400 might be your best bet. So you really have to go outside shoot a lot of these different types of film available on the market today and come up with 3 or 4 film that you're comfortable with and know what the results will be, and just stick with those 3 or 4 choices. And if you just have 3 or 4 choices to choose from, you could buy those film in bulk and possibly save some money in the process as well. Alright, and let's say you can't find anyone who would participate in your photo shoots. What can you do next? So the next thing you can do is just go for a walk. Take your camera and go for a walk around the city. Take pictures of the local inhabitants and the people around your neighborhood. And go to big events like concerts and festivals that your city might be hosting, and any other public events where there will be a lot of people. You could just go to the events, take some candid photos, and that's one more way you could take pictures of people. And I think you'll quickly discover that to catch these candid moments that you might find out on the streets, you have to be fast with your camera. You have to have your settings dialed in, have the correct shutter speed and aperture all ready to go, and be able to quickly focus your lens on a subject and take that picture quickly. And that also includes making sure you use your light meter that you may have on your camera or on your person, and making sure that you understand what the metering conditions are and what you'll need to meter your camera for depending on the type of film you're shooting. So there's a lot to think about, and it takes a lot of practice to get it right and to be able to do this fast. And just going outside and taking pictures is a great way to just learn. Trial by fire, pretty much. So go outside, just every time you go for a walk, just take your camera with you and just start taking some pictures of people. And soon you'll get comfortable and be able to do it pretty fast. And the interesting thing about just taking pictures of people out in the streets is that you'll learn a lot about human behavior. So what I learned is that people love their phones and just love to take it everywhere they go and just stare at the little tiny screen even when they're walking or when they're at a restaurant or any other public venue. They love their phones. And you'll also discover that to take good pictures of people out on the streets, you have to get close to the person. So what I do is I just go up to a person and ask if I could take their photograph. And a lot of times they'll agree, laugh about it, and have a chat with me after I've taken their picture. And there's a right way to ask people for their pictures. You can't just go up there and say, hey, let me take a picture of you. It's better if you just go up to the person and ask, hey, I'm a local photographer from the area and I'm trying to build up my portfolio. Can I take a picture of you? And that usually goes much better than just being so forward about it. And as you practice, you'll get better at talking to people, and it'll be much easier for you to approach a stranger and ask if you could take his or her photo. And it's also a good life skill to have, being able to talk to strangers and approach strangers. So you're helping out your social skills right there as well. Or sometimes I prefer to take pictures that are more candid. So again, that's where the quick manipulation of the camera comes into play. Having your settings correct and being able to focus your lens super quick so that you could capture that specific moment that you're trying to capture and get it on film. And that's it. A quick overview of how I take portraits and pictures of people on 35mm film. If you like this video, give me a like. I hope you guys liked my photos that I included as part of this video. And feel free to subscribe and tune in every week or every 2 weeks for a new video or a podcast episode. And bye.